Hey everyone, here is the collective reading for this week. These are actually 2 stacks also. I'm gonna have to spread them out after I make room. I always ask for whatever spirit wants me to know for the collective, and this is very clearly a reading concerning the new moon and the follow-up to the new moon. How the energies worked out afterwards. So, right, I can definitely see here, actually, in the lead up to the new moon, you could feel it in the energy that the divine masculines were going through some stuff, and so were the divine feminines. There was actually more than one reader who was talking about that. Me personally, I felt the energy get a lot better on Saturday, but definitely Thursday and Friday. You could feel it. It was like old wounds were brought up for more healing and releasing. And I think it's very interesting that the first tarot card here is the moon. So clearly the moon has been affecting everybody, and that is playing, I feel, a big role in the collective right now. I'm sure it's a little bit different on each wave or in each unique situation, but I definitely think that this is helping to really, I don't know what the exact right word is here. I wouldn't say initiate karmic endings and initiate new beginnings, but like, it's really helping to get the divine masculines into that full energy for whatever their next steps are, whether that is fully ending karmic situations or stepping into new beginnings, or both, honestly. Because next we have, well, actually, let me add here, this is also an important time for divine feminines to focus on their intuition and their spiritual insight that everyone holds within. You just have to, turn off your ego brain and listen to your heart and intuitive center, okay? And trust that there are things going on behind the scenes that you're not fully aware of. And honestly, I don't think the divine feminines are supposed to be fully aware of what's going on with their masculines. I think that the masculines, for the most part, need that privacy to fully heal and process things. I feel like if they were in better communication with the divine feminines and they knew every single thing going on, the masculines wouldn't be able to do it all properly. Like, they would be reserved or something and not like completely process everything that they need to. The separations are there for a reason. Like, I know that there are many readers who say that separation doesn't have to be that way, and all you have to do is raise your vibration, and your masculine is going to come in overnight, and you can rise above all negative energy and all of those things. But I am not one of those readers, and I actually believe that the separations are very important for the healing process. The separations are catalysts and triggers to bring up these deep inner child and ancestral and past life karmic wounds that have to be healed. And that healing is important. Like, the twin flame journey is about that healing and transformation. So if everybody could just raise their vibration and overnight their divine masculines came running, then how much healing happened? I guess theoretically you could say that by being able to raise your vibration, you must be healed. But nobody is capable of, I don't believe, of overnight going through healing like the flip of a switch and being able to vibrate in 5D, 4D, or 5D. That's just not realistic, if you ask me. And I believe that the separations are an important part of the process to push the divine masculines through this healing. Because let's face it, the divine feminines are more awake, the divine masculines are more asleep, and the divine feminines may actively work on their healing, but the divine feminines actively work on their healing. The divine masculines get pushed and forced through it. And sometimes the divine feminines get pushed and forced through it also if you're not as aware of what's going on. But that's the purpose to separations. And it's not going to be that quick of a process. And even if the feminines were able to heal themselves and raise their own vibration, I don't believe that the divine masculines will automatically shift and match that overnight, because the divine masculines still have their own healing to do as well. The divine feminine healing certainly helps the divine masculine get there, and it helps them, that energetic balance. It provides a strong foundation for them to help get there. But depending on what the wounds are, and depending how many wounds there are and how far back they go, the divine masculines have their own healing process too. So it's not necessarily a quick fix like some people make it sound. So like I was saying originally, I believe the divine masculines have their own process that they have to go through, and they can't always be with the divine feminines while they're going through that. Okay, so it's important for feminines to release fears that are keeping them low vibrational, and as this process goes, the masculines also release their fears so that they can move forward and not be held back. And as I was saying, this new moon seems to really be getting masculines to go through with the steps that they need to do. So 9 of Earth is about it's about having that independence and stability and success on your own, individually, independently. And that means as well, separately from anybody else, separate from karmic partners, as well as from you. So this, to many readers, this card also represents the divine masculines being single now. And that's obviously an important step in the right direction. Also, what did I say about them getting into their king energy? And we have 2 king cards here. Embracing their heart center, embracing their love for their feminines, and being ready to open their hearts and bare their souls to their queens. And I did not plan this. I said, and bare their souls to their queens, and this is communication. So yes, this is like the heart center. They're starting to lead from their heart now, and they're ready to talk to you about it, talk to you about everything that they've been through, talk to you about this twin flame journey and what it's all been like for them, and being able to move forward and speak from love and confidence. Okay, this new moon is really helping them get into that. I'm going to let my cat out real quick so that he stops crying. He has a radar to know when I'm doing readings, and always cries to be let out. He has a cat door, but he likes me to open it for him because he is high maintenance. So, again, this views of the ego and the lookout. Yeah, it's kind of a not fun looking card. This is about the end of karmic relationships, okay? What did I say? 9 of Earth is about becoming single. Views of the ego specifically means that there is someone in their lives, potentially feminine's lives too, but I really feel like this is about the divine masculines conquering this problem. There's karmic partners in the divine masculines' lives who are toxic. They only care about themselves. They are not capable of seeing things from any other perspective, definitely not the masculines. And they're never going to, like, some of these guys or some of these masculines they might, I clarified that because divine masculine energy can be in any gender. Okay. So these masculines, some of them may be trying to have like normal closure or something, or to end it the right way, or who knows. But the people, the type of people that they're dealing with, they're not going to be able to have closure with. There's no resolution here. They've been sacrificing and tolerating dismissiveness and toxic behavior from this person for a long time, and there's nothing that they can do except get up and walk away. And they're realizing that, and they're doing it. Now, how it comes about, maybe by conscious choice, may not be by conscious choice, but the lookout here, this is about the loss. This is about the loss of the relationship. And it could be that some of these masculines are still are like preparing for it, but they're working on their plans for how to deal with this well, it says difficult time, but let's call it breakup or loss of relationships, because it doesn't have to be a third party romantic relationship. Okay, but they're, like I said, some of them may be still preparing for it and preparing themselves to handle it, working on their plans for going about it. But this card also represents the masculines, the group of masculines that have already done it or have already been pushed through it, whether it was spirit coming in with a tower and making it happen, or them consciously going through it themselves. But the important thing is that, as difficult as it was, it's a gift in disguise, because now they're free. Now they are free from this literally ship burning down and going down. And they are ready to take on higher and better opportunities now. Okay, and who are those opportunities with? Their queen. Their queen of forces, who man, divine feminine's like, you hold all the power in your hands. Like, look at that picture. Look at this picture. With the sun on one side and the moon on the other. You're conquerors of the power within you. You understand it. You understand that in one hand you hold all of this yang energy, and the other hand you hold all of this yin energy. The balance between action, between creativity and receptivity, and the energy of your eternal life and your souls going back into the ethers and the astral realm. You embrace all of this power. You understand it. You are in inner union, and you hold this combination of this power and peace, creativity and receptivity in your energy and in your support for your divine masculines, and they are ready to come forward towards you. They are mastering themselves. They're mastering their own spiritual awakening twin flame journey process, and they're mastering their life purpose and their careers and their abundance as well. And they are ready to take charge, ready to come into union, ready to be their own leaders in this twin flame community, because they're mastering it all themselves now, and they are ready to set examples as well. Okay, so I think that this is a really powerful moon for many in the collective. So know that, remember what I talked about at the very beginning. The lead up to the moon did, bring up old wounds, to release them some more, to fully empower the divine masculines and the divine feminines for moving forward. But during that lead up, yes, they were feeling grief. Yes, they were working on shadow work. I don't want these distractions in the background. Yeah, so they were feeling it. Feminines were feeling it too. And remember what I said. What did the moon card say? That there are things going on behind the scenes that feminines can't know. That's why we have the deception card here. Feminines, you don't know everything going on. You can't make assumptions. You have to trust the process, okay, and trust your divine masculines, okay? And it's okay. It's okay to not know everything. I know that feels harder, easier said than done. but it's I feel like it's good things. It's because it's helping them get there. Okay, you just gotta let them do what they gotta do. So you guys both in the lead up to the new moon, really feeling this grief and shadow work as you're working through your processes, or processing these lessons from this journey, and also working on anything else in the material world that needs to be handled in the lead up to physical union. I feel. That's another thing that I have seen reflected back in other collective readings as well, that there may still be some things going on in the material world for some of these masculines, whether that's still some financial stuff to bring together, or the material world could also represent those karmic endings as well, because it's the physical world that they're dealing with. And, a lot of times that also is tied in with finances because of the karmic partners. So this is what has been processing in the lead up to the new moon, and still a little bit around it. Okay. The masculines have been in this contemplative energy. They've been in it for a while, and they are really focusing on how to shift and move forward. They're focusing on this crossroads that they're at, and making, not even making the decision. They've made the decisions. It's about how to go about putting the decisions into action and making the changes. They do still need you to compromise with them and be understanding and allow them to go about things as they need to. But you are each other's people. You're each other's tribe. They are not going anywhere. They're coming back to you, literally coming back to you. Whether it's tomorrow, next week, next month, in the summer, in the fall, they're coming back. Okay, just let them finish working through the things that they need to work through. I do feel like this group should be sooner rather than later, but I also feel like it can apply on a larger scale as a whole in the community. So just keep that in mind, okay? So Spirit has some advice and guidance for the feminines. Getting some stuff out of the way here. Okay, right now, feminine, Spirit wants you to just relax. Just take a nap, just relax. You can meditate if you want, or literally sleep. Just take a breathe out and focus on self-care right now, okay? Focus on being present in the moment and not stressing about what's to come. Have faith and trust in what's to come. Now, this by the book. Oh, I grabbed the wrong book. I actually read this the other day for clients, and the meaning that it said in the book I felt made much more sense to me than what I would automatically think about looking at the card. And what it says here is, getting along with others entails understanding and respecting who they have become as a result of their environment, culture, and experience. Find the middle ground that allows the relationship to flourish while honoring the individuality of the other person. Play things by the book instead of trying to break the rules or pressure others to conform to the way you want to do them. Your connection will deepen as a result. What I feel is of importance here is remembering that, especially divine masculines who have been through a very toxic karmic relationship, you need to really look at things from their perspective and be understanding about their perspective and who they are now. They're not the same person that you remember, especially if you've had longer periods of lacking communication, or just, not really being together. Even if you had some communication but you weren't together, you probably have missed a lot in what's shaped them significantly during this journey. Just like, with the deception card and the moon card, and how I was explaining, they have to go through this separation process and go through this healing on their own. So they're not the same divine masculines that you knew before. And, they're changed. They should be. That's what this journey is. They should be changed in good ways, but even if they're changed in amazing, good, spiritually awakening ways, if they were in a toxic karmic relationship, they also are still dealing with the effects of that, as well. So keep that in mind and be understanding about their perspective, where they're coming from, and how they need to handle things. And they may need a transition period, even because, you know, when you, especially if they, any of these masculines who are still in the process of getting out of those karmic relationships, understand that they've been in a continually traumatizing environment every day. Even with embracing this connection and understanding what their feminine means to them, they still have been daily in this toxic, abusive environment. So that is something that they have to deal with. You know, I want to say heal from also, whether they have to do that before they come to you or whether they can do that when they come to you, like during part of the reunion process, just depends on each unique situation. But just understand that that is part of the process, and it's important to be understanding of them and respectful of whatever it is that they need. I do believe that because of the power of this connection and because of the power of the love of the divine feminine, who is, you know, their nurturing goddess, I believe that the feminines can make a significant difference in their healing and bringing them peace for that process. But, you know, it also might take them a minute to realize that. So just keep that in mind, okay? Know that justice is coming to these connections, especially where these toxic karmic partners interfered and caused problems. You know, it's important to remember as well, though, that that was meant to happen. You know, yeah, it's very likely that you got hurt in the process, whether it was intentional or not, by the divine masculines. You know, the toxic, and yeah, I said toxic, early stages of the twin flame journey, when the divine masculines are in the runner phase, yeah, they do toxic things. They do things that hurt their divine feminines, but they don't do them because they're horrible people or because they're narcissists or because they have no souls or, you know, whatever you want to say. They do it because they are so wounded inside that they can't handle this connection. They can't handle the strength of it and the unconditional love of it. Like, they don't feel worthy, or they have other types of wounds that prevent them from being able to be in this connection. And they will have defense mechanisms flare up that will cause them to do things that do hurt you. And they're not trying to hurt you. They don't want to hurt you. And I guarantee you they regret it. And that's the type of thing that they're going to bring justice to, and they're going to fix, and they're going to show you how they really feel. You just have to show that unconditional love and forgiveness for them, because that's what this journey is about. It's about learning unconditional love on both sides. And I have felt like the divine feminines learn how to love the divine masculines that way, and the divine masculines learn how to receive love that way. And then you find that balance. So don't hold the past against them. And honestly, if you still are, you're not ready for union. I can tell you that, because that's not, the journey is about the unconditional love. It's about learning that. So if you're holding anything against them still, then you haven't healed enough to be ready for union. So anyway, they're going to fix it, and they're going to fix whatever problems the karmic caused in the process of the journey as well. You guys are going to come back together serendipitously. I think that's a word. And when spirit is going to guide it to happen, when and how it's supposed to, everything's just going to come together. And when it does, it's going to have wonderful, beautiful results. I like to read what the book actually says here, because I think it's a beautiful message to hear. You've stepped into alignment with the greater good, where your dreams and the collective dream resonate in exquisite harmony. Now is the time for luck and preparation to meet and create miracles that you could never have planned all by yourself. Keep in mind that you are a channel for providence right now, as a higher energy uses you as a force on behalf of the whole world. And let me tell you, that is true. Twin flames have a significant role in the world and in the ascension process. And I'm going to talk about that more soon. But that statement is 100% true about twin flames. Your fortune becomes everyone's fortune. Everything you bring into being now will leave a wondrous legacy for others in the future. Your service to the world is being supported at this time. Expect the unexpected and smile, for Spirit loves you so very much. And then on the relationship specific message, it says Spirit has a plan, and that plan is to place you in front of the right person at the right time, or bring you together into union when and how you're supposed to. You have met or are about to meet someone vitally important to your journey, someone Spirit wants to bring into your life. Only divine forces can plan this meeting. It is out of your hands. Pay attention to the signs Spirit presents. Okay? So the important message there, obviously you already know who this is, but the important message there is that Spirit is in control of it. So you just have to sit back, relax, and trust, and know that your divine masculine is completely devoted to you and completely loyal to you. And it's just a matter of time on when and how you come together. And you have to sit back, take that breathe out, take that rest, put your faith and trust in the universe and in Spirit and in your higher selves, and know that you're going to come together. Okay. Again, Spirit wants you to focus on maintaining your energetic balance, maintaining your foundation, your energetic foundation, and I guess I can say it again, balance, because your divine masculine needs to feel that strength from you right now and feel that stability from you right now, and that's going to help you continue to get through the remaining days of this process. Okay, he's making the choices that he needs to make. Okay, don't worry about that. And he's in this magical map shifter mode. I'm gonna read this one. It's been a while. Don't remember the exact meaning, but it's obviously a very positive sign about things in his world shifting and changing how they need to. Spirit orchestrates everyone's destiny. That's perfect. When the magical map shifter card arrives, it comes with a mission to make you aware of the people who come into your life to impact your personal growth. Perhaps you may meet a soulmate whose presence invites you to be the best you that you can be. Definition of twin flames. Or someone leads you out of difficulty and into a place of safety or success. I would say that's the divine feminines inspiring divine masculines. Pay attention to those individuals who cross your path and cause you to reflect on your journey. Be awake and aware, and you'll recognize them for the important change agents they are. Your whole perspective about who you are and why you're here will shift. The magical map shifter always initiates you into a better version of yourself. If that's not perfect, I don't know what is. This is perfect for the journey. But the other important takeaway is Spirit orchestrates everyone's destiny. I've said this before, I will say it again. Your higher selves, the divine masculine and the divine feminine's higher selves, have mapped this out for you when you incarnated. Spirit holds the keys to how this journey unfolds. There may be little things that get adjusted as you go because of free will choices and because of external influences and because of karma and karmic energy. But Spirit is in control of all of that, okay? You don't have to worry. All you have to do is trust and have faith, okay? You guys are, I honestly feel that the divine feminines are leading and guiding the divine masculines down this road, and together you guys are learning so much that you are in effect becoming leaders in this journey as well. You're earning your talismans, of wisdom, so that you can one day also be an example and a leader and a guide for others who are coming behind you. And I have to say, this is something that it might be, I don't think controversial is the right word, but there are people who would disagree. So when I started learning about twin flames, I was taught or read or whatever that that twin flames are very rare, and most people don't have them. I want to say I read somewhere that like 1% of people have twin flames. Whether or not that is probably not calculated, but the point being that they're rare. But I have seen how so many people seem to be being activated in twin flame journeys in the last 5 years or so. And so many more people are learning about twin flames and finding out about these types of connections and what these journeys are like. And I see more and more and more examples of twin flames. And a very prominent twin flame spiritual teacher and leader in the spiritual community, she posted something not too long ago that she received a channeled message from Spirit, and she conducts worldwide transmissions, both to help humanity and Earth and twin flames. She's pretty prominent, although obviously many people wouldn't hear of her because it just depends on where you're getting your information. But anyway, she posted a message that she had received a channel message from Spirit that we're coming into a time where all relationships are going to become twin flame relationships, and all the other types of relationships that are not soul connections, whether it be that soulmates or twin flames, are going to fall away. And that's because the Earth and humanity are in the process of going through ascension and birthing the new Earth. So that's also a completely different topic that I'm not going to get into, and maybe only touch a little bit on at a later time, because many people don't understand that, and it's a big deal to try to explain. But it's also the truth. And twin flames are a critical part of that process, because twin flames anchor unconditional love in the world, and that raises the vibration of the planet and of humanity, and that lifts us out of a 3D world into a 4D world and eventually a 5D world. And I believe from everything that I have learned that is the purpose of twin flames, and that is why so many people are learning about twin flames now, and these journeys have been activated for twins to come together into union. And because the ascension process has even been triggered in the last year or two, that's why twin flame unions are becoming more and more prevalent. And there are people who say, oh, I don't know any twins who are together. Well, yeah, because it wasn't time yet. It wasn't time for the unions yet. There was a rare amount for a long time. But now we are getting to that point in time where they are meant to come into union. So those twin flame journeys are getting, or I don't want to say reaching the end, but they're getting to the end of the process, and they're reaching union. And it's going to continue to be a snowball effect, and more will continue to do it, just like waves. That's why we call them waves. And more and more are going to start coming into union. You're going to see more and more twins coming into union. Okay. And like I was saying, as more come into union, they're earning their talismans of wisdom, and they're becoming leaders in the community as well, to guide and show others how to get there. And there's people that haven't even been activated yet, and those are the ones who are the real sleepers right now. But they're going to get there, and they're going to need our help one day. Okay. So just keep that in mind. Okay. The Moonology deck says, what do you need to release, feminines? It is time to release negativity. I love how it asked the question and answered the question at the same time for you. So just in case you weren't sure, it's time to release negativity, okay? Know that these separations, these karmic relationships, nothing's going to come of it. You don't have anything to worry about, okay? There might still be some adjustments that need to be made on your side, on the masculine side, in order to be completely ready for physical union. But now is an important time of being understanding and compassionate, and giving in your energy and your compassion. Don't let the past hold you. Oh, I just said that earlier. Don't let their mistakes of the past hold you back or prevent you from being able to move forward with them. Otherwise, you're not ready for union. Don't let your pride get in the way, okay? Really step into that unconditional love for them, and push forward like that into full surrender, okay? The energy is gaining momentum, okay? Have faith in that. Have faith in your dreams. I didn't plan that either. That have faith just came out of my mouth. Have faith in your dreams. Have the confidence knowing that everything is in the process of coming together. Prosperity lies ahead. Prosperity in love, and probably prosperity in money too, and in life purpose success. Okay, so everything's in the process of coming together. Have faith in that. Additional advice from the goddesses, the goddesses deck. Right now, Spirit is saying that you're getting more and more sensitive, so it's important to try to get away from whatever's causing negativity around you, whether that's relationships, chemicals, situations, environments, whatever it is. Be aware of that. Focus on self-care right now and honoring your body and taking care of yourself energetically and emotionally. Take a rest. Remember, take a rest. Sleep, meditate, reflect, embrace your goddess energy, get dancing, take spiritual baths, embrace the divine feminine energy within you. Express yourself through creative activities, whether that's music, dancing, art, whatever it is. I highly recommend sound healing as well, because that's going to help you stay balanced energetically as well. Stay positively focused on the outcome, on the divine union that you know is going to come to fruition, and you're going to help manifest it there. Know and trust that Spirit's got your back. Spirit's going to make sure that you get through this, that you get to the end, that you get there, so you survive and you don't have anything to worry about, okay? There's no need to hurry or force things along. Trust that everything is happening exactly how and when it's supposed to. You know, this spiritual awakening for each of you and this relationship is in the process of blossoming, okay? And you are in the process of blossoming, and the divine masculine is in the process of blossoming. You just have to be patient with yourself and with him, and refuse to give up. Remember what I said about twin flames are here to help birth the new earth? That's what this is telling you. Twin flames are here as earth angels to help humanity and the earth, okay? It is true love. It is a real soul connection. It is meant to happen and come together, and you guys are going to have that shift in your 3D world as well when both of you are fully ready, okay? And then I'm going to start combining the Soul Truth reading with the Twin Flame reading, because it wasn't that the Soul Truth reading wasn't really getting much attention or activity. So, and I'm so pressed for time as it is these days between readings and energy work, and then I'm a single mom, so I also do other forms of work as well, especially in these COVID days. So I just don't have the time. I mean, look at the last collective reading. How many days did it take me to post it? Let's see how many days it takes me to post this one, but it's my goal to get it up right away. So yeah, I'm going to start combining the Soul Truth to the end, because I really feel like the messages are here to help the divine feminines as well, to work on their life purpose and their surrendering and detaching and letting go and all of those things, and also taking good care of themselves while they get through this journey. Okay, so from the Soul Truth deck we have: am I getting enough rest to restore my energy and fully show up to my life? You are the asset. This body is your vehicle. Notice how your body is feeling, how much sleep you are getting, and what you can do to help your body rest. Take a bath, put on some lavender essential oil, go to bed ridiculously early, or give yourself a timeout today. Notice your body thanking you. Today's mantra: the more I give myself permission to rest, the more I can contribute. By the way, it just occurred to me that some of you might have questions about me and my twin flame and our union, since I just said I'm a single mom. We are very, very close to union. We are first wave. We've been through a significant amount of spiritual warfare. My twin and I are in good communication, and he is ready to reunite with me. The issue is the extremely toxic karmic partner that he has to finish getting away from. Already in the process. but the issue is custody of his daughter. So that he has to handle that, how he has to handle that. But we are in a good spot. We're continuing to move forward, and we're right on the cusp of divine union. We're in a good place. I'm happy with how things are progressing. So just to give you that update. How does my body want to move today? When we move, we change our state and raise our vibration. This new elevated state becomes a channel for more energy. Are you moving your body daily? Are you passionate about it? Is it time to try something new? Today's soul action. How does your body want to move today? Listen and joyfully do. What do I believe about money? Do my beliefs match my dreams? How does your relationship with money affect your current situation? Do you believe you are worthy? Do you believe you are capable? Do you trust money? Does money trust you? Money is an energy. It ebbs and flows. You are worthy of it, and it's your responsibility to heal your relationship with money as part of your waking up to the whole of you and your purpose. Take a deep dive in your belief system around money. Are there any beliefs you need to upgrade to create the results you are wanting most in your life? Write out your money story. Is it time for a sacred shift? What will your next chapter be? Fill in the blank. I am grateful to money because... Am I apologizing for my truth? What part of you is apologizing for your truth? Why? Today, be proud of your truth. Catch yourself when you want to apologize or withhold parts of it. You never know whose life you will change when you are brave enough to speak it. Be the lighthouse that shines on the courage that lives in all of us. This will give others permission to speak their own truth. There is room for all of us. Today's mantra, courage is contagious. How can I be more kind to myself and offer more grace in this very moment? Growing our self-love is medicine to this world's broken heart. When you heal, we all heal. When you give yourself more grace, you are able to give the world more grace. Today's soul action, look at yourself with the grace filter. You are meant to be in this moment of your life. Release the inner critic and fill in that hole with your soul's truth, that you are infinite, you are loved, and you are already there. And honestly, I would also like to say, take that same approach with your divine masculines, especially if you are still struggling with issues from the past, okay? Am I ready to let go of this buried shame? The feeling of shame is the lowest energy frequency there is. When you live in shame, you live in darkness. What part of you is ready to stand in the light? Is there any shame from a past experience that is ready to be healed? Excuse me. Heal the shame by giving it a name. Bring it to the light and let it be seen, heard, and healed. It's revival season. Replace the shame with your soul's truth. Fill in the blank. My soul's truth is... And I had another thought as well. This is a healing journey, and there's many wounds that we have that need to be healed over the course of this journey. All of them need to be brought to the light, seen, heard, and healed. So whatever that may be, that's the approach you want to take, okay? Am I in my head or in my heart? What is the quality of your self-talk? Our brain is like a muscle. If we condition it daily, the fears and limitations will take over. Mastering our thoughts is about being the creator of our own life. Where your head meets your heart is where miracles happen. Today, master your mind. Watch an inspiring video, do some tapping, read an empowering book, or write out all the reasons why you believe in yourself and your dreams. I say this to certain people around me, be it friends or clients. Maybe not a lot, but often enough that it's important to master your thoughts. So take this one seriously, okay? Because it is easy to let negative thoughts take control in the twin flame journey, because there are so many periods that you can struggle with doubt and fear. It's important, especially as you learn more and more and more about this journey and about the process, to control your thoughts and not let them turn so negative all the time, okay? Do I know all my strengths and am I using them? We all have superpowers, but it's up to us to uncover them. When we live and lead with our strengths, we are able to show up in our zone of genius. This inspires others to do the same. Ask yourself, how can I use one of my soul's gifts today to contribute to this open and ready world? Am I communicating my needs? Your needs matter. What are you needing right now that you haven't communicated? What are you afraid of? Is it possible that what you are fearing is not true? Journal these answers. What are my needs? Am I saying no and yes enough based on my desires? Am I telling my full truth? Do I believe that my needs matter and do I share them with others? Do I ask for what I want? When communicating my needs, what am I resisting and with whom? What do I need in order to feel safe enough to express my needs? What else could this mean? I didn't realize how many cards I pulled for these. There are always multiple ways to look at every situation. Our first reaction is usually rooted in our fears and limiting beliefs. Look at a situation today by stepping outside of the trigger and ask, what else could this mean? Is there something your soul is calling you to learn in this moment, or is there a pattern that is ready to be broken? Walk in the other person's shoes and see it from their perspective. If it doesn't involve someone else, ask yourself, how is life happening for me right now? And lastly, what if it was easy? What if this journey was easy? It doesn't have to be hard. Call in the universe, the stars, the angels, and all their powers, and your ancestors. Find the solution. Would you take the next step if it were easy? Would you take the next step if you knew it was hard? I'm adding that. It's time to expect ease, call in grace, and receive guidance. You are supported. List 10 possible ideals for your soul's current calling. Lean into ease. It's here. You just have to say yes to it. Okay? And from what I was saying about the twin flame journey aspect to that, yeah, this journey is hard, but you are meant to go down it. Okay? And for those who frequently get readings, know that Spirit's not going to tell you from the beginning that you're going to go through this, and that, and it's going to take X amount of time. Your higher selves know exactly how to guide you, to continue to encourage you and help you through the process and get you there in the steps that you are meant to get there. Okay? So sometimes it's going to be easy, sometimes it's going to be hard, but call on the universe, your angels, guardians, spirit guides, ancestors, everyone. And even elementals, because people have elementals and spirit animals and all that with them as well. Call on your spiritual team and focus on getting through it with ease, through surrendering and letting go and having faith in the process. Okay? I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Please let me know in the comments or direct message or email if you have any questions. And you can check out my Etsy shop, which you should be able to find links for through both YouTube and Instagram and my blog. Or if you would like to book a personal reading for yourself, there's a variety of options to accommodate all different financial situations. And there's also energetic healing and consultations for releasing negative energy and coaching sessions as well. And I feel like I'm forgetting something, but check it out if you are interested in getting some one-on-one help. Okay? I hope you guys have a great week.